everyone, Chocolo Roberto here for another video review, this time of the Ritter Sport Spiced Biscuit. Fair to say it's a winter edition. Normally they say winter edition on them, or summer edition or whatever, but this one doesn't. And well, there are three of them in the range. Sort of, what's it called? Coconut macaroon and caramelised onion, as I keep saying, but almond. Yes, there we go. That's one of the others. Just noticed that this one, this one here. The coconut macaroon was the only new one, but I just noticed in the snow globe of this one actually is a big slab of spiced biscuit. The others don't allude to the flavour in the picture. I could tell anyway, but this one obviously has a big windmill made of spiced biscuits, oddly, whereas the other two don't. Unless it's a bit too subtle for me to make out, but I can't see any spiced almonds in the picture in that one. I don't know. Or coconut macaroons, new ones. It's a bit odd that for some reason this one just breaks the effect. Or the sort of like homely pictures, just to stick a massive biscuit in the background. I'm not quite sure why it does that, but interesting. Anyway, interesting. Yes, there we go. Yes, I've reviewed quite a few Ritter Sports in the past, but these are the first three for a long time. But yeah, so I'm quite excited to get back into these. So it's been interesting to do. But in this corner there'll be a place to all my other reviews, and I'll do a link to a place of the Ritter Sports as well in there. But if you're in a position to do so as well, there will be a link to how to become a member of my YouTube channel as well. So it'll give you special perks. You'll be able to vote on the next reviews, see exclusive reviews as well, so ones you wouldn't normally be able to see. So if you're a fan of the channel, that'd be a great way of supporting me, and you'd also get something back as well. So please consider it. It would be hugely appreciated. But either way, like and subscribe as always, and yeah, feel free to leave a comment or free as well. It's always good to hear from you, truly is, and I always reply. So yeah, please leave a comment or free. Well, I'll say always. Obviously, if you write a load of gibberish, I might not. But anything reasonable, I will reply to. Okay, on to the review. So there we go, Ritter Sports Spiced Biscuit. Yeah, there we are. There we go, that's it. I think you can clearly see it's probably going to be a creamy centre, is it here? Yeah, with sort of bits of spiced biscuit in. What's the thing saying? I think that's kind of like speculoos biscuit, or whatever how you pronounce it, the sort of Dutch biscuit. I think that's generally what spiced biscuit alludes to. So it says, filled with milk chocolate with a cocoa cream refined. Oh, hang on, let's start again. Filled with milk chocolate with a cocoa cream refined with winter spices. Okay, there we go. It doesn't read very well, this, but it says filled with chocolate with a cocoa cream refined with winter spices. Yes, there we go. It's cream with CREME, and it says 31%. So that's the filled with milk chocolate with a cocoa cream refined with winter spices, 31%, and a spiced butter biscuit, 14%. Milk chocolate cocoa size 30% minimum, milk size 18% minimum. That's the same as the other two at least. Used probably the same as Ritter's across the board. Yeah, it's 100 gram. As you can see there, 100 grams. Got focus in. And quality chocolate squared, it says on the side there. The British English slogan. It is an equivalent in German, but it says square practical good. That's it, square practical good in German. So it's sort of a bit more dry, I think you'd say, but still interesting. Then it's got the nick pack. Break here to open. You can see the calories there per 100 grams. 544 calories, 32 grams of fat, 19 of which are saturates. Got the Rainforest Alliance there as well. Cocoa sourcing. But you see here it says we purchase a volume of UTZ and/or Rainforest Alliance certified cocoa equivalent to the volume used in this product. So that implies to me that as well as whatever cocoa they use for this product, they just buy the same amount again for maybe no purpose, who knows, of the Rainforest Alliance certified cocoa. That's what it seems to imply to me. So, which is very odd, isn't it? You know, you just sort of saying, well, we're justifying using what we have in this because we buy the same that we don't use from the Rainforest Alliance or whatever. It just seems that's the way I'm reading that, and it seems ridiculous. So. It doesn't say that it goes into this product. They just buy the same amount elsewhere. Is that sensible? I don't know. I guess it's giving them money for no reason, presumably. But does it mean, where does that chocolate go? Do they have to ship it in planes or boats or whatever, making a carbon footprint? Your guess is as good as mine. Yeah, seems odd. And that's if I'm reading it correctly and it's not just worded badly. Yeah, who knows.
Okay, so the length of this one then, it does have some flourishes. It's 11.5 centimetres, I think, yeah, and it's 9 on the inside pretty much. But 11.4 in this case, but sometimes it can be as much as 11.5. Yeah, okay. I like the way the Ritter. I always said this. I've not said this today actually. Doing these other reviews, but they do. You could have a library of Ritter Sports, and it would always look quite nice. Most of them would have a different bottom. I think though these ones, yeah, they're slightly different. Yeah, so they do have a slightly different bottom. So you can see there. If it was a library of them, it would look quite nice, wouldn't it? Yeah. There's hundreds. They do hundreds of flavours of Ritter. I don't know how they do it, Ritter Sport. They do so many. But right, well, I think we need to give this an open. Yeah, let's do it. Quite looking forward to this one. I think definitely the most wintry of the 3 products, I would say. So flavour-wise, at least. So let's hope it translates to the taste as well. Let's give it an open. Let's do it. Right, okay. Once I've got this Ritter Sport Spiced Biscuit, I'm going to give it an open. Yeah, so quite excited about this one. It's definitely the 3 winter ranged chocolates. I think this one's the one I'm looking forward to the most. It's probably the one that is the most wintry as well. The other 2 could really be almost any time of the year. I think the coconut macaroon probably could even be a summer one. Not sure really, but okay, let's give it a bit of a measure. This does melt quite easy. There was a rumour going around, or at least something that I heard. I don't know if it was just something that someone made up off a whim, but that palm oil makes chocolate melt more, and long story short is anything where you're turning something that's a solid into a liquid, so anything, well, yeah, which is chocolate is, and drying it again, is going to melt, whatever's in it. So I think it's just a nonsense, really, especially when oil's involved. I mean, oil's a liquid anyway, isn't it? So, okay, so yeah, 9.1. It's about 9 centimeters typically, but in this case it was 9.1. Probably just flattened out a bit at the bottom. Yep, 9.1. Okay, and I think there's no palm oil in these ones, and they're melting a bit as well. They are sort of quite melty today. It's not that hot in the house either. The heating is on, but yeah, it's not that hot. 7:30 in the morning. Yeah, it's about 1.2 centimeters in height. Yeah, from the middle bit to the bottom as well. It's about 0.9 in this case. It was about 0.8 before. Yeah, so it's melting on the hands. You can see chocolate's coming off. Yeah, so it's very nice. It has a bit of a spice smell to it coming from it, which is quite nice. What's the spices in it? What does it say? I assume it's probably cinnamon. What does it say? Oh, it does have palm fat in there. Yeah, it does have palm fat. Okay, yeah, it does say palm fat. It's got an asterisk next to it, but certified it says. That's in German, I think. Might be at the bottom. Hang on. Oh yeah, certified sustainable. There we go. That's what it says. So whatever that means. Bearing in mind what they said was sustainable from the Rainforest Alliance, it could just be a load of nonsense or something that just makes it sound sustainable, isn't really. But it doesn't. Well, yeah. Who knows? Okay. So yeah, spice emulsifier. Just says spices. That's all it says. So who knows? Could be anything. Yeah. So it does have a sort of cinnamony smell, maybe a nutmeggy smell. I'm not sure. It's hard for me to. Yeah, maybe both. So it's quite a big snap to it. Okay. Yeah. So you can see there, thick on this side. Yeah, that's a nice thick centre there. Definitely quite smooth on the bottom, as you'd expect. Chocolate all over me. See how it's melting a bit. Okay. Yeah. Right, okay, let's give it a bit of a cut. So it's a cutaway there, because now with a knife to hand. Oh, it's flipped off. Oh dear. Okay. Really weird actually. It's just solid chocolate. I've just cut into it, and it's just solid chocolate on that, and half the squares on the end are just solid chocolate. So that's a bit rubbish. That we did get well, I guess we were hinted at it from there. It's not on this case on the other side. I guess this bit in the middle is just a slab of biscuit they put in, so it's going to be the same size all the time, and it's just slightly gone further to one side than it has on the other one. But yeah,
You can see that it doesn't go all the way to the top in that case. Let's try cutting for the middle of another set. Okay. Yeah, so you can see this one doesn't go, well, I think we should probably answer our question a second ago. Clearly it is just like a slab of biscuit. It doesn't go all the way to the top. So unlike some of the Ritter Sport flavours where they do go all the way to the top, in this case it doesn't. It is just a slab of biscuit. So a bit of a shame that, but maybe it's enough anyway. But yeah. It's got a slight smell to it. It's not got a massively strong spicy smell though. I must say you'd expect it to be stronger than it is. But well, I think we should give it a taste and see what it tastes like. And if it tastes as strong as you'd expect, let's give it a taste. Let's do it. Right, okay, let's give this Ritter Sport Spiced Biscuit a taste, or presumably speculoos is pretty much what it's meant to be. Alright, so we had a bit of a sample of a couple of squares. The biscuit doesn't go all the way to the end. You can see it is just basically a slab of biscuit they've just thrown in. You can even see there, kind of the hole in the biscuit there. So you just put a slab of biscuit in and cover it at the top and the bottom with chocolate. And it did mean that one of the sides, you can just see where I cut it, but the biscuit was starting there, just a massive thickness of chocolate across all sets, all 4 squares on one side of it. So a bit disappointing that, but yeah. Okay, let's try giving one a go. So need to find a one that's got enough biscuit in. Okay, this will do. Okay, let's give it a taste. Let's do it. Not too bad, nice crunch. Yeah. Just the biscuits, it is spiced, it's quite subtle though. Yeah, it's okay. I think, yeah, there we go, I've taken the top. You see the Ritter Sport chocolate there with those knobbles. Yeah, where it's filled in the biscuit. Yeah, that'll focus in, hopefully it will. Yeah, as you can see, that's kind of, yeah, basically, it's just a slab of regular biscuit. So it doesn't like focusing in this camera. Okay, we get the gist anyway. Yeah, so, yeah, so basically, it is just a slab of that biscuit, and it's okay biscuit, yeah. I think the biscuit on its own is actually quite nice. I think kind of highlights the Ritter Sport chocolate being a bit, not overly great, really. It's not my favourite chocolate, I don't think, Ritter Sport chocolate. It's kind of, it is kind of like a sort of creamy chocolate, and it's not, I don't know. I mean, the biscuit itself is actually quite nice, and I think it's kind of ruined a bit by the chocolate. So the chocolate's quite thick in this one. Normally to have quite good flavours in, and I think that kind of what makes their chocolate quite nice. But I think the actual, in this case, the chocolate on its own, it just doesn't seem to taste that great. Actually, when you peel away the chocolate from the biscuit, like I did a minute ago, maybe just have the biscuit on the chocolate on the bottom, that sort of thin layer. Actually, sort of does taste a bit better. So you just got something like this. It's just the proportions are a bit better, really. A good crunch and just a thin layer of chocolate. That's actually not too bad. Yeah, more of the biscuit, more of the crunch. And the chocolate's just not that great in this, really. Actually, I don't know why that is. I don't know whether they've done a recipe that's a bit different. You know, I mean, I've never been a massive Ritter Sport chocolate fan. I like the flavours and the bars they do, but the actual chocolate is not my kind of chocolate. As I say, it's kind of a bit more of a Belgian-y chocolate. I know Ritter's by German, but it's that kind of creamy chocolate, and it's a bit too creamy for me. It's quite pronounced here. There's quite a lot of it, and some of us say because it's just a slab of biscuit, you get quite big chunks of just chocolate in it like this. Half a square. Yes, and it doesn't. I say, doesn't fill the bar to the top of the squares either. It's literally that's the biscuit. You know, it's just this sort of like slab of biscuit.
Yeah, so I think this one again, yeah, disappointing me. I think the biscuit itself is actually quite nice, and on its own isn't too bad. But the chocolate, it's just a bit too much of it in this case, and it's the flavour of the chocolate is just it's more about the chocolate really than the biscuit. As I said, the biscuit spice is quite subtle, and there is a crunch there when you do taste a square. But again, it just seems to play a bit of second fiddle to the chocolate. Especially on the edge squares, which is quite a lot of squares actually. It's around the edge, of course. You know, it's obviously it's a 4x4 bar, so and quite a number of them are 12 squares around the edge. That's out of 16, so you know what I mean. So you are going to get those edge ones, which are probably going to have more chocolate than the rest of them. And then it's the top of the squares have got a lot of chocolate as well, because it's just a flat slab of biscuit in there. So it is a bit. Overall, it's not great, really. I just feel like the biscuit is a bit. Just play second fiddle to the chocolate, really, and that's not what it should be. It should be more about the biscuit, really. And I think the spice of the biscuit, but you shouldn't say it should be stronger spiced or whatever. I think the biscuit is conforming to a kind of a recipe and a sort of like standard approach, but it's just the fact that it's just overpowered by the chocolate, really. You can just taste too much chocolate, and it's not a great chocolate, I don't think. So I don't know, I think it might be a bit harsh on this one. Well, maybe not harsh, but I think I might, I might not. I think it is a below average one. This one, I think it's a 2.5 out of 5. Yeah, it's just not as good as it should be. I think it should be nice. It looks like it should be nicer. It's just, yeah. I just don't think it's. I think it should be more biscuit and less chocolate, basically. And I think that would have upped it by a star or two. But there's just too much chocolate, and it's not the greatest chocolate in my opinion. Too creamy. Detracts from the biscuit, basically. So 2.5 out of 5. Bit of a shame. I was expecting a lot better from this one. I'm disappointed. But I've had this before. I think it might even be the same flavour. I don't know, but maybe they've just had it in the past and it's been repackaged. But the way it's just had a biscuit filling, it was just a slab. And I remember being disappointed then for the same reasons. Really, I can't remember what flavour it was. It could have been the same one, as I say. They've just been reviewed in the past under different, not a winter one or whatever, or some other biscuit anyway. Yeah, disappointing. Yeah, 2.5 out of 5. Okay, so I enjoyed that review. Let me know what you think of this one. If you like the Ritter Sport chocolate, and whether you think this will actually be a benefit to you, or whether you agree with me. Let me know. It was good to hear from you, as I say. Subscribe, like my videos as always. Leave a comment or free, as I say, and check out my YouTube member program as well, because you will get stuff back. It will support the channel, and you do get something back. So it'll be really helpful. It really would. So thank you so much. Okay, guys, take care and have a lovely day. Bye for now. See ya. Bye.